heating and cooling email of the day. This show kind of focuses on sports, swingers, bulletin boards, stock tips, and now kind of space exploration. And we are advancing our discussion from yesterday. The New York Post with this story this morning. Proof there's life on Mars could appear in 20 years, though aliens could find us first, an expert has said, according to astrophysicist Sarah Crudass.
What a lousy last name.
Yeah.
Crudass?
Probably about what this article is going to be as well. So.
You got to change that.
You definitely need to.
Decades of exploration of the red planet by unmanned probes could pay off. Scientists have revealed that organic molecules found on Mars are consistent with early life, a tantalizing clue in the hunt for alien life in our solar system. NASA believes ancient Mars was similar to Earth and was once much, quote, wetter and warmer, end quote. When you look at the numbers, it's likely that we're not alone in the universe, Crudass told Daily
Well,
Star.
no doubt.
I can't get past the name.
Billions of light years in galaxies. Of course, we're not the only ones. We're not.
Change the name. Nobody's going to take you seriously.
Yeah, crud ass.
John Hancock changed his name.
Doug, did he?
What was it before?
Hand penis.
Oh, God.
Zing.
Fell right into that trap.
Doug, do you feel like you were schooled?
I do, with Revolutionary era
Body
humor.
bag.
When you look at the numbers, it's likely we're not alone in the universe. We know Mars has been warmer and wetter, so has the conditions for microbial life,
Microbial?
Yeah.
life, which is single-cell organisms. We just haven't been able to prove it yet, whether it's
Microbial.
life or something beyond explanation is yet to be seen. But once we have an answer, we can then extrapolate that to work out how much life might actually be out there. But the 38-year-old scientist said we also should be prepared for a visit from aliens. Oh, here's Sarah Crudass. Here's a picture of her car.
Oh, she's kind of cute.
Yeah. Now what do you think, fellers?
Well, I still think you got to
Maybe she's
change the
got that.
name.
Tight lips, like, hello.
It's a long way to go from a microbial organism to intelligent life on another planet. Didn't we? We started as a single cell organism. Right?
I think we were amoebas 28 years ago.
But
Well,
she said
more than 28. Isn't the theory that lightning hits water and you can get bacteria from that, and bacteria can grow? And in our case, it went from a single cell organism to a billion years passed, and something crawled up out of the ocean. And
It was
from
Warren Beatty. Warren Beatty crawled out.
Is that true?
Warren Beatty.
I didn't know that.
I thought he said worm baby.
No, Warren Beatty was the first human.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
You know that, Doug?
I did not. There's people older than Warren Beatty.
Name him.
Nice.
Well, I can't right off the top of my head, of course.
Well, Mrs. Crudass
water.
over here, like,
Gene Hackman's 90.
in her article, she said Mars used to be like Earth. Maybe that's the point. Maybe Mars is not going to recover, back to
It doesn't look
getting
good
life
for them.
on.
It does not look good for Mars.
Well, if you can't find anything, how is this 20-year timeline even accurate?
That's really fast evolution.
And do you really want to find aliens? And are we that oblivious to think that they haven't found us? We clearly
That's the next quote, Plowhawk. She says we shouldn't rule out that alien life will discover us first. It may have already discovered us. Alien civilizations might be much more advanced than us, which is why it's likely they will find us before we find them. She explores unexplained sightings with actor and comedian Craig Charles on new series UFO Conspiracies, which starts on Tuesday at 9 p.m. on Sky History. A robot landed on Mars on a search for extraterrestrial life at the beginning of 2021. The U.S. Space Agency's Perseverance rover finally touched down on the red planet after an incredible 7-month journey. Jersey? Probably journey.
Don't stop.
believe
And found nothing.
And her quote, if aliens have already found us first, they might have, better technology. Well, of course they do. We have Farrah Abrams selling poop and Kashmir Girl making millions off of
Wouldn't
being
take
an
much.
idiot.
Wouldn't take much.
We are so blind to the fact that it would take one laser beam ray for us to probably be disintegrated in milliseconds.
Well, I don't know.
Please stop.
I think people understand that. We're still interested in it.
I mean, you think every alien can look and act like Chris Farley, like just up in stand-up comedian style, just kind of spitting hot takes?
Well, they must be better than us, because if they have found us already, they're keeping quiet. If we find something, we shout it from the mountaintop. We're still trying to find Bigfoot, and if we find it, we'll go crazy. We find an alien, we'll go crazy. They find us, these idiots, we don't need to tell anybody we found we're here.
They found us and realized they want nothing to do with us. There's nothing that they need
Well, in order to really find,
outside of pocket tube.
to make sure there's no life on Mars, you'd have to go all over the planet, wouldn't you? Because, I mean, if somebody landed in Antarctica here, they'd go, well, this planet sucks. There's no life here.
Well, I think when they went to Mars, didn't they find proof of a water source at one point?
I
River to Pear?
think so.
That
Yeah,
would,
but
that would mean that it can support life.
They found a crevice and said, there's probably water in here at some point.
Yeah, those rovers are terrible. For one, it's not even
What
like
do you mean they're
4K.
terrible?
It's not even like 4K vision. Like, you can barely see it.
It's on Mars.
Well, they're a long way away. We had trouble getting YouTube up right here.
We had trouble like charging up an iPad, and so I don't know. I think
The
We're
aliens
ready
are
for
probably watching
aliens.
us this morning on the show. Look at these idiots. They can't even get their computer working.
They text in. They're Mr. Nipples.
Well, they would have to be more advanced because in order to get here, they would have had to travel great distances. And we're unable to travel great distances right now in
And
space.
They have traveled nowhere.
But if some faraway planet that can support life had a couple billion-year head start on us, who knows what we'll be in a couple billion years. I would assume not around.
Too many people watch Lost in Space and think it's real.
what went the budget for the alien NASA program? Did they spend $22 billion? Did they spend $1 trillion a year?
I don't
They
know.
do not spend $1 trillion a year.
Not $1 trillion, no.
The defense budget isn't even $1 trillion.
What about Space Force? Is that combined with NASA? They have two separate budgets.
I don't know about
I
that.
don't know. Probably so, because that's
NASA-
it's a branch of the military now.
Our space exploration is a fraction of our national budget every year.
Well, they're doing great work. We
But you're
have
going to want to know if there are aliens.
we
You're
have
going
a
to want to know.
Roomba on a desert.
You're going to
Awesome.
want to know about it, though, right? Maybe not Mars. Mars probably is not the key. But if there are aliens in the sky, and we've had very well-respected pilots, military people saying they are seeing UFOs, they are seeing it. They have video of some of it.
I mean, our fighter jets are losing these UFO because of how fast they travel. I'm pretty sure they're going to destroy us if they ever decide to do
Probably
that.
so, yeah.
So I don't know if we should be finding them. I think let's
Just leave them
Do
alone.
us.
Go and leave them be.
yeah.
Jackson seems to be stunned by how dumb his new colleague is.
Well,
From the
strap
618.
in. This isn't even the dumbest segment. You guarantee you that.
My thoughts are, I think it is naive to believe that we are alone in the universe.
But I don't know who on the presentation believes that.
I do.
You do. You really do.
Well, we haven't seen them.
Right, but the universe is infinite. There's no end.
It's infinite, and that means there's infinite zero of other people living other than us.
Well, you haven't really seen the other planets either. Do you believe they're there? You're saying you haven't seen them, so they must not be there.
Well, we've seen pictures of them. You see them up in the sky.
But you don't know that that's Pluto and that's Uranus.
Well, it's because they tell us it's there, and
Oh,
it's a big
Doug.
mass of
Oh, Doug, you should have said
air or whatever the hell it is. A mass of it's there, but you know you haven't shown me any life anywhere. Show me an alien. Show
Doug,
me
show him an alien.
show me a spaceship.
I haven't got the video
Show
of
me
it.
something. It's been millions of years, and you're naive. Not making fun of Jackson because other people have said this. That you got to be naive to think there's no other life force. Well, show it to me.
Well, do you think
You've had millions of years to show it.
Do you think airline pilots and military pilots who have seen things that they can't explain, do you think they're all lying?
I think they're probably tired.
They're tired.
Hey, did you see that flash, Jim? Yep. UFO. Let's call it in.
Isn't it possible that there's something on a higher level than us that we don't quite understand right now?
Again, show me.
Yeah, but Doug, we're never going to discover that. Let's be honest here. We're never going to discover anything.
I said it yesterday. Yeah, maybe there's life on Saturn. Maybe there's life on Jupiter. We'll never know. We can't get there.
Don't get angry.
What do you have, satellites in space? We probably go to, space 4 or 5 times a year with different, ideas in mind. And we basically have walked on the moon and have done nothing for 50 years after that.
We got Velcro and Tang out of the space program.
And I do believe Post-it notes as well.
Artificial limbs.
Yeah, there could be a life galaxy up in the Milky Way.
Well, just the fact
Again, who cares? We'll never get there to see it. And
I-
they
In the
can't get
Milky
here.
Way.
that that's
You
how
don't have
people
enough gas to get here.
that's how people in Europe and Africa and Asia thought 1,000 years ago about the United States, this landmass. Well,
But they
we
can
can't see
get
it.
there.
We
They can
can't
get in
see
the
it.
ocean and just sail until they hit something.
We can get to Mars.
But they had to.
We
They had
can't.
to go. They had to
Something
go.
artificial can get there.
They had to get the boat, make it seaworthy, and actually make the trip before they knew this was here. They thought the Earth was flat for a lot of years.
Well, because
I can't
they're
see
idiots.
I can't see a curve in the Earth, so it must be flat.
But you're talking about something you can actually see. And look, there's a tree. We can probably build a boat out of that wood. Oh, look, there's water. We can probably sail and see what's so. You can do that. You can't look at something millions of light years away and can we get there to see if there's aliens up there? You can't get there. You know it's there, but you can't get there. An ocean, you know you can just go until you find something.
And we're getting dumber too. So like
That's for sure.
I feel
Boy,
like
you hit the nail on the head there.
I
Grab a
feel
couple
like-
sandwiches, some water, and get on the boat and just go.
yeah, we're farther away now than I think we were 30 years ago in terms of the progress. We're super dumb. Like we are.
We are.
Yeah,
The people
we
here are, but not the smartest people in the world that are actually doing these programs.
But there's not enough of them now.
Cletus has some thoughts on the topic. He just texted me. Doug, are you familiar with Dr. Makiu Kaku?
No.
It's on the Rob Report.
Yeah, Rob Show.
He's a great theoretical physicist, Cletus says. And he says we aren't even a type 1 civilization. It goes up to type 5. And he guarantees we've been visited.
I'm with you on that.
Well, a lot of people believe
For
we've
sure.
been visited.
Well, Cletus has been probed after 3 bottles of wine.